today's ASMR video. It feels amazing to be back at my home. Today is a Sunday, 3/7/2022, 10:56 in the morning, and as you can read by the title, today we'll be unboxing the iPhone XR, the new 2022 model. Why didn't you go for the newest iPhone? Well, I can't afford it simply as, and even if I did, don't see the point of spending $1,500 on the phone. This one is very unique. Now it's not in its original packaging since I had to transfer all my data on my current phone last night, which is also an iPhone XR, but a 2018-2019 model. The audio on this thing is crispy. I think the screen might be a little bit bigger. I want to edit this video as least as possible, make it as an old school video. There it is. We had to be creative and put some duct tape on it. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to show the back numbers of the phone apparently, because then people can hack your phone. I've read something about that. So it's it would be nice if there's a Dutch or English version on here. Apple's EU representative is Apple Distribution International Licensed or LTD. I think Google is a LSC, I don't know. And it's a very special color. It's not the average iPhone. Whenever I get a new phone, it's unfortunately a customization, you have to pay extra money, but I had a blue iPhone XR, and we all know the prices of Apple, not cheap. Is it affordable? I mean, yeah, yes or no. The reason why I buy iPhone every year is because I've been using it since I grew up. I have tried a Samsung, respectfully not my thing, I just don't like it. But each to their own, no judgment here. I understand a lot of people can't afford high-tech phones, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, hey, I started off with the iPhone 4, and that was a piece of crap, let me tell you that. Considering the phone and equipment I have nowadays, that was junk, but it worked, it did the thing. I liked it, that's the thing though. But it was very slow though, but it was cool. You start from somewhere. So as you can see, it's got a sort of a yellowish tone. That's what I went for. I went for yellow because it reminded me of Key Glock Yellow Tape's album, and he's got yellow cars. Yeah, that's why I bought it. And because I feel personally you don't really see phones that are yellowish or colorful. People mostly just kind of get like the neutral black or white. But I always go over the tone, and I like to have them customized basically. Very cool. About the background, I bought a black screen. I will be trying to fit this on this week some way if it's possible for me. So don't worry about that. I have some other videos coming up with a different background. Don't worry. So let's unbox it. So the phone itself is already set up. And one thing I don't like about Apple is you pay so much money, but you get no goddamn earphones. You have to buy them excluding the phone, which, what a joke, but oh well, it's what it is. So this is the phone. We have Man United Alex Tejas, which is highly replaced by now. The yellow phone with the sticker on there, I just felt like it was nice. It's got like this brown gold texture finish, which then it looks really nice. The speakers itself are very good. You got speakers here, speakers at the back, and I'm pretty sure at the front or not, I don't know. And the packages are also small. I've noticed, like if you buy an iPhone or got a phone from years ago, the shit used to be like a brick. You could really throw it through a window, you know. I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? It was massive. But now they've made it so small, like they've decreased the capacity of the box, like the content itself, which is things, because believe it or not, that was not a protective thing on here. No, they've removed that. I'm pretty sure that's some new law or something they did 2 years ago, you know, for plastic and stuff. I could be wrong. But the phone itself is absolutely phenomenal. The note response is very nice. That's something I've always loved about the iPhone, is just look how speedy it is. My brother has a Android, and his Android is 4K, the home screen, but I don't like that. It's too smooth, you know, the human eye can't process that smoothness. And it's the same with a movie that is like 8K. They've tried that with a Will Smith movie or something a while ago. It flopped because, well, I don't mind watching a movie in 4K, but like 8K movie is different than watching an 8K video, because the thing is with 8K movies is they use much higher framed cameras than like the one I use, you know. That's why. But let's check the content of the box. I think a lot of people buy iPhones because of the box itself, perhaps. I always keep the box because let's say I want to trade in an old phone, which, for you wondering, my old iPhone XR, the blue one, I might trade it in, but it's probably worth nothing, because the reason for you wondering why I bought a new phone, my goddamn microphone broke off my phone. I swear to God, I am not kidding you. 2 months ago, literally, actually, I think on this day 2 months ago, my microphone just completely stopped working from my phone, and since then I've had to, like, when people call me, my driving school calls me, I have to get my goddamn earphones, plug them in. It's very inconvenient, but I also can't, like, send voice messages, can't send videos to people on Snapchat. I can't do no Instagram. I had to do my Instagram stories through my camera roll. That's the only thing that really worked. And WhatsApp status. And also the reason why I wanted an XR this year again is because I've been very satisfied with this phone. I had a second-hand phone before. My dad said, why don't you go buy another one? I said, because it's shit. No offense, Dad. But the last one we had, you and I both remember, it had a lot of problems with the battery, with the audio, it crashing a lot. And I'm not saying second-hand phones aren't the way to go. I'm totally for it. Hey, you're recycling it. That's awesome. You're saving the environment. But you gotta often remember, they say all this and this and that. But my phone was a nightmare. Battery, you know, eventually, I remember it. It was at high school, during high school. Yeah, this was in 2016, 2018. I had that phone. And it eventually, if you charge it right, it would be from 5% in 10 minutes to 90%. You're like, that's weird, that's impossible, right? Even with a fast charger, doesn't do that. Then you look, 5 minutes later, while you're listening to music, it goes from 90 to 5%. It's like, what? The battery wasn't good. So yeah, and I had to replace my phone a couple months ago for a new battery, but that battery was also a disaster. It wasn't original, so he kept on asking for unknown battery part. You see a lot of people like my dad buy the new phone every single time because, shit, I don't know really. But my dad buys it because he loves making photography. He's a photographer, sort of, actually. He doesn't have a website, but he just loves making pictures and photos and stuff. I don't really use my phone that. But, this pisses me off, but this is unfortunately what you pay for nowadays as well. Thinking of the environment, no Apple. It's so you can make more money. It's a business at the end of the day. Very important, the pin. I need to keep that. Make sure that doesn't go anywhere. Very important. So you just got these nonsense little books in different foreign languages, which is very interesting. That even shows you the silent button up and down for sound, and the home button, which is something I think is really nice. What they did definitely make good is the older version of the iPhones, which is ironically enough, the older version of iPhones eventually stop working because they don't stop working, but a lot of functional apps aren't function anymore. If you take like the first or second generation iPad that my mom has, it's like 12 years old. Can't play YouTube, but it still has the old YouTube logo, the old television, with the brown, yellow. Awesome. And it doesn't really work. You can't go on internet, even though it's got Wi-Fi. You can't watch Netflix because it's not the newest model. It's the same with FIFA. You gotta look at it like that. Like the FIFA 14, 15, 16, 17s. You can't play online anymore because it's old generation. Nobody plays it. It just costs them money to update it. It makes quite a lot of sense, being honest. Sorry for the noise in the background. I'm recording it this morning. Don't know why. Yeah, that is a little bit of shame. I used to have an iPad. I've got a tablet. Got it from a sponsor. I don't use it. I don't like tablets. They're very inconvenient. And besides, just not my thing. But yeah, that's it. This is the only thing that they really give you, except the phone. Just a goddamn cheap generic cable, because that's what it is. The good cables though, definitely. Yeah. What are you initially paying for? Brand, packaging, performance. That's really what you're paying for, But I'd use this any day of the week over Samsung, respectfully. I mean, Samsung is very good, don't get it twisted. But security-wise, it just, for me personally, this is personal opinion, it doesn't beat iPhone's security system. But I do love the phone a lot. I've only had it since last night, so I've not even had it for a day. So it is I wish it wasn't English. Why is it all in like foreign countries? Well, we might as well read some of it. So it's got the AED, the IME number, the serial number, which people have told me to not show. But I don't know why, really, what the reason is behind it. But my dad's even said do not show it on camera. But it's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Let's read it. Sysalto iPhone X Audio USB-C Lightning Capelli Norwegian or something, Finnish. Vertalate Jakulok Gate. Yeah, that's definitely some Danish shit or something. Battery Kentil Slut More Bova. Byte is out, 1 GB is 1 million byte. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, that's not much really else I can add to this short little video. Except for the fact that I'm very glad, and I wanted a yellow one because it's just a nice color. It's a different color than blue, because blue was also very nice. Thinking about it, Manchester City, which congrats on Erling Haaland, Calvin Phillips, and some other guy. Arsenal made a signing. Gabriel Jesus is basically completed. That's a very good signing for Arsenal. They finally getting up there. United have basically got the young in the pocket. Eriksen I'm not convinced about, but United's doing a better job. We've got Malaysia from Feyenoord for 15 million. And this whole week's been very chaotic for you guys. Let me just explain it quickly. Before we end this video, my parents were here for the week. There's something big happening behind the scenes, which I can unfortunately not mention nor say anything much about it. There's only 1 or 2 people that I speak to that know about it. Not people I know in real life, but people I FaceTime with once in a while from America. A guy out of Texas, very chill, cool guy. But I want to keep it a very big surprise for you guys. Not just only that, but my mom doesn't want me to say what it actually is exactly. My dad's fine with it, but yes, if the boss asks, do not let a dead door, then the boss gets her wishes as she wants. Oh yeah, and I went to the CPR yesterday because I have autism. what a joke of a conversation that was. I'm allowed to drive off, which is awesome. So this upcoming week I should get a response back from the CPR, and then I can plan in my driving test to visual drive off. This guy's gonna drive on the road eventually.